adventure in Pennsylvania.
So we've got two very unique, can't miss destinations that we're talking about this morning, Chuck. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, unique indeed, Julia. We're about to head inside two custom designed castles that hold one of the greatest collections of pre-industrial stuff out there. But every single item tells an important story. This isn't Scotland or Wales, it's Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Home of a 6-story castle that's jaw-dropping outside and mind-blowing inside.
Let's take a look up.
And wow. In the United States, is there anything like this?
There's really not. You're standing in a castle right now, also a museum.
The Mercer Museum is home to a core museum that celebrates, well, stuff. And it looks like every square inch of space is used here.
Yeah, you'll have things hanging from the ceiling, boats, chairs, cradles, even an antique fire engine. You'll also have nooks and crannies everywhere.
The design? A concrete labyrinth of hallways and stairs, rooms in every direction. Every one of the 17,000 plus objects inside the Mercer Museum,
You need to have a numbering system.
cataloged,
Big white numbers.
labeled with precision,
You can actually access that still in 2024.
and precariously put on display for all the world to see. Who was Henry Mercer?
Henry Mercer was a man of many different talents. He was an archaeologist, he was a museum curator, he was a historian.
So you're looking at stuff that's basically pre-industrial revolution. Why did he feel that was so important?
Henry Mercer wanted to preserve our pre-industrial past and handcrafted tools. He called it archaeology above the ground, where before it gets lost to history below, we can preserve it and have people visit in a castle museum.
You can learn even more about Mercer by visiting his home. Another castle, of course. 44 rooms full of books, pictures, and antique treasures. He had this castle, which is massive, but it still wasn't enough to hold all of his stuff. And he builds another building, right?
Yeah, so he builds the Mercer Museum a few short years after building his home, Fonthill Castle. Fonthill is a very personal home. You know, it's an expression of Henry Mercer and who he was. But the Mercer Museum is not about Mercer. It's about everyday people, everyday life. He wanted it to be a separate building, a gift for this community.
Quirky, eclectic, you bet. But now, 100 years later, one of Pennsylvania's most popular cultural attractions.
Wow, that I could be in there all day, all week. It looks like it would take us that long.
It would.
It started in a very unique way, you were saying.
Yeah, it really did, Julia. As the story goes, Henry Mercer was at an estate sale looking for a pair of fireplace tongs.
What?
He needed some. Well, he ended up buying more stuff, and the collection has grown ever since. You can walk in that house, not the museum, but his house, and see artifacts from ancient Mesopotamia, just kind of stuck in a wall. He also was a great tile maker. You have the story of the Bible, Christ at the Last Supper, Abraham and Isaac, carved out of tile.
Yeah.
It is one of the most amazing places I've ever been to.
I love that.
I never find anything that good at an estate.
I know. No.
Go there and you
He
will.
has an eye.
Did he ever find his fire tongs?
He did.
Okay,
He
there we
did.
go.
And
Way to go,
decided to
Mr.
buy a whole
Mercer.
bunch of other things too.